by 9. So I can have 3 divided by 9 is equals to 9I divided by 9. This can go. Therefore, I is equal to 1 over 3, which is 0.3. Let's consider Thevenin's theorem under network analysis. Okay, Thevenin's theorem states that any linear bilateral two-terminal electrical network containing voltage sources, current sources, and resistors can be replaced by an equivalent circuit consisting of one voltage source and one resistance connected in series. Then this voltage source is known as the Thevenin's voltage, or you call it open circuit voltage, whereas the one resistance connected in series is called the Thevenin's resistance, that is VTH. Now, equivalent circuit. From this definition, despite how complex the network is, you can just reduce it like this. Then with this, okay, then this will be your load, okay, this will be the load, which is RL. So we can easily calculate this IL here. This will be our IL, this will be our VL. Remember, this is our VTH, or you call it VOC, open circuit voltage. Then this is RTH. Good, this is IL. Now, from Ohm's law, recall V is IR. Since these are in series, okay, well now to find I here, I will be V over R. So since they are in series, we now have that IL, which is our load current, that is the main thing we are calculating here, will be VTH divided by RL plus RTH. So this is the formula for Thevenin's theorem. Now, the direct opposite of this is what we call the Norton's theorem. Okay, we have considered nodal analysis, Kirchhoff current law, Kirchhoff voltage law. So our next circuit theorem will be Norton's theorem. It's just a direct opposite of Thevenin's theorem. This one is in series, whereas the other one is arranged in parallel. Then you use current divider to solve for the load current. All right, so let's consider the steps. Now, steps, Thevenin's theorem. We have number 1, remove the RL, remove the load. RL. Number 2, then find your open circuit voltage. Find VOC or VTH. Okay, that is Thevenin's voltage. All right. I. Now we are going to find our RTH. Find RTH. Then IV. Draw your circuit. Equivalent circuit. And V, find the load current. Find the required current. All right, which is normally our IL. Okay, now let's solve an example. Okay, let's say we have 6 volts here. We can call it V1. Here is our V2. And over here, let's use 3 volts. From here, we can use 5 ohms here. Ordinarily, we can use here as 3 ohms. use 3 ohms here, and let's use 4 ohms, so that here can be our R1, R2, and this should be our R3. Good. Now, if this is I1, let's consider here as I2, and let's consider here as I3. Good. Now, the question is, using Thevenin's theorem, calculate the value of I2. Okay, I2, that is the current through branch BE, or you call it IR3, IR2. Okay, all right, we have used solution. We have used nodal analysis to solve this exact circuit. So please check my previous lessons on nodal analysis. We have used nodal analysis to solve this exact circuit, and we got this I2. So let's see how we can get the same answer using Thevenin's theorem. Okay, first method, remove RL. Okay, here our RL equals R2, which is 3 ohms. Okay, R2, which is 3 ohms. So we are going to remove it. The circuit will now be in this form. Okay, so we now have this circuit like this. Here is our RL. Now we have 6 volts here and 3 volts here. This is 4 ohms and this is 5 ohms. The second method is to calculate your VOC. I2, find VOC, which is VTH. Alright, to calculate this, we are going to use KVL. Let's call here I. Okay, so applying VOC using KVL. KVL is Kirchhoff voltage law. Alright, so you notice that this is 5 and this is 4. So add this and then equate it with this. You have 6 volts. This one now, this is plus and minus. From the direction of current flow, this will be minus. Minus 3 volts is equal to the voltage drops. That is I arrow, okay, I arrow 1, I arrow 1 plus I arrow 2. The currents are the same. So I can now have 6 volts minus 3 is equals to I bracket R1 plus R2, that is 5 plus 4. Okay, we want to calculate this current now. I will be equal to, okay, from here, I will have 3 volts. 3 is equals to 9I. 3 is equals to 9I. Divide both sides by 9. So I can have 3 divided by 9 is equals to 9I divided by 9. This can go. Therefore, I is equal to 1 over 3, which is 0.333 amp. Alright, now our VOC, which is VTH, is equal to 6 minus I R1. Okay, 6 minus I R1. This will give us 6 minus 0.33 multiplied by 5. So what am I trying to do? If you check here, the voltage drop across this branch will now be this source voltage minus the voltage drop here. Okay, remember this is our I minus the voltage drop in R1. So that is what I'm trying to do here. Therefore, VOC is equal to 6 minus 0.33 multiplied minus 1.665. This will give 0.334 ampere. Okay. Therefore, VTH is equals to 4.3. Please, this is volts. 4.334 volts. Therefore, VTH is equals to 4.3 volts approximately. All right. Now, the third approach is to find our RTH. Now, to find RTH, we are going to short this voltage. Okay, the source voltage, we are going to short it. Remember, we remove RL in order to find the VOC. Then to find RTH, remove the source voltages and replace it with a short circuit. Okay, if it's a current source, you replace it with open circuit. All right. So remove the source voltage. All right. So we are going to have this circuit like this. So we have short this circuit here. Remember, this is your RL. So remove this RL also. You have short the circuit and remove your RL. Now, looking at this from this point, we can now find our RTH. Are you getting it? From this circuit now, we can find our RTH. See it here? So RTH now will be equal to R1 parallel R3. Okay? R1 parallel R3. Good. Which is 5 parallel 4. For resistors in parallel, this is RTH. For resistors in parallel will now be 5 multiplied by 4 divided by 5 plus 4. This will give us 20 divided by 9. This is equal to, so we have 2.22 ohms. Remember, this is in ohms. Therefore, RTH is equals to 2.2 ohms. Now, remember, this is our third step, right? The fourth step is draw your equivalent circuit. So our equivalent circuit is this way, is in this way. Good. So this is what we are required to find, IL. And this is branch, the branch BE, okay? Is the branch here, B and E, okay? Remember that this our IL is same as I2. Good. Note. Alright, so our RTH, this is RTH, VTH. So VTH was 4.3 volts. RTH is 2.2 ohms. Can we now calculate our IL? Remember, here we have RL, which is same as our RO2, which was, what's the value of RO2? 3 ohms. 3 ohms. Okay? So IL now is equal to VTH. That is the fifth step now. IL equals VTH divided by RL plus RTH. This can give us VTH is 4.33 divided by RL. We have 3 ohms plus 2.2 ohms. Okay, we can have here 4.33 divided by 5.2. So IL, which is same as our I2, will be equal to, we have 0.829. Therefore, I2, which is same as I3 ohms, or IBE, is equal to, is approximately 0.83 ampere. This is exactly the same value we got when we use nodal analysis. please, you can check my previous lessons on nodal analysis. Alright, so a quick recap. This is just the equivalent circuit of a Thevenin's theorem. Despite how complex a network will be, you can reduce it to this form with a single resistance in series with a voltage with your RL. Just apply Ohm's law to calculate the required branch current. So this is how you can solve using it. Thank you. Kindly subscribe, like and share for more.